Hi everyone, my name is Jazz and welcome to my channel. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So happy to have you here today, and for today's video I'm going to share with you how I'm going to decorate my wall doing some super easy crafts and using my Cricut. And I want to say thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Guys, you probably have the same problem as me, and I have so many walls in my house and I don't like to buy stuff that are so expensive to decorate my home, so I prefer to do it myself using budget-friendly items. And Cricut is going to help me a lot to make all of the signs that I did in today's video. So I hope that you liked today's video, that you enjoy it, and that you can get some inspiration. And then if you like this video, please leave a big thumbs up. That really helps to support this channel. Make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit the bell, and that you share this video with friends and family. Remember to follow me on all my social media pages, my webpage jazomy.com. We have a new post, and my other channel Jazomy Home. Guys, we post a new video. I decorated my living room and it turned out amazing, so please make sure that you check the links in the description box, and also make sure that you check my Cricut.com link. All of them are in the description box of this video. And yeah, let's get started. I'm going to be using my Cricut Maker to create these beautiful wall art pieces, but you can use it to create everyday projects, gifts, and home organization projects. So let's get started with the first DIY, and I'm going to be working on my Cricut Designs page, and on text I'm going to be writing "Let's be homebodies." You can change the font for any one that you like or the one that you think it works best in your project. I'm going to be reducing the space that my letters have to make sure that my word is going to look perfect. I'm going to attach all of these to make sure that your Cricut is going to cut all of these in just one piece. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to be adding Make It to my Cricut Designs page, and then I'm going to select the material that I'm going to be using to cut these decals. I'm going to be using my Cricut Maker, and for that I can use this premium vinyl in black color. I'm going to add my vinyl to one mat, and then I'm going to let my Cricut Maker do all of the work for me. This machine can cut so many materials and it works so fast and amazing. You have so many possibilities using any kind of Cricut that you have, or if you don't have it, remember that you can use these for so many things: decor your home, organization, so many things, including if you are a mom, if you are a teacher, a homebody, you can use these for so many things, guys. Once I have my decal cutted, I'm going to be removing the vinyl that I don't need from the letters, and then I just have to add the transfer tape on top. Once I stick the transfer tape on top, I'm going to leave these for a moment because I'm going to be working on where I want to put my decal. So I'm going to be using one of these canvases. You can get these from Dollar Tree, Five Below, Walmart, any store. I like to get mine from Five Below because they are so inexpensive and they have it in different sizes. I'm going to be using this one, and I'm going to be removing all of the staples that it has on the back side because I'm going to be working with the canvas frame and the canvas fabric separated. First, I'm going to work with the wood frame, and I'm going to paint it with this special walnut stain color. I'm going to paint this outside, and then I'm going to let it dry. Once I paint the wood frame, this is how the color looks, and I really like it. Now it's time to work with the canvas fabric, and I'm going to be mixing these two colors. Is the Waverly Chalk Paint in mineral color and the plaster color. I'm going to mix both colors to try to get like a clay color, and I really like how the color turns out. So once I have the color, I'm going to be painting the canvas fabric. I'm going to give it 2 coats just to make sure that I cover everything very well. once the paint dries, I'm going to be using my scissors and I'm going to cut all of the borders that are fold. Okay, once I have my piece, I'm going to be adding these on the back side of my wood frame, and to stick it you can use hot glue, E6000. I think the easiest way is to use staples, so I'm going to be using my stapler and I'm going to be adding staples on the back side and making sure that my canvas fabric look as straight as possible. Once I have my sign, it's time to add the decal that I just did with my Cricut, and I'm going to be sticking these and measuring to make sure that it sticks super straight. Once I stick the decal to the canvas fabric, I need to remove the transfer tape, and that's gonna be all for my first project. You can add maybe flowers or something else to the frame if you want. I just wanted to leave it super simple as it is, and I really like it. For the next project, I'm going to be using these stir sticks that I get on Home Depot. They come in a set of 3 for less than $1. The wood is super thick and I think it's going to work perfect for my project. I decided to cut one of the sides with my saw machine, and once I cut it, I am going to be using my sanding sponge to sand all of the wood, making sure that it's super soft. Then I want them to stick them together, so for that I'm going to be using popsicle sticks. I'm going to cut them and then I'm going to stick them on the back side with hot glue. You can use wooden glue to make it stronger, and this is going to make all of the stir sticks stay together. Next, it's time to paint the wood any color that you want or you prefer. I like the wood tones, so just to make it pop out a little bit more, I'm going to be using my stain in special walnut color. I'm going to paint this outside and then I'm going to let it dry. For this project, I want to make something a little bit different. So on my Cricut Designs page, I'm going to be working on images. I'm going to write wildflowers, and I'm going to search and look for one flower that I like, and I'm going to add it to my designs page. I'm going to adjust the size, and then I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to select the material. I'm going to be using just a regular vinyl, but this one is removable because I'm going to use it not as a decal, I'm going to use it as a stencil. And you can do these with your Cricuts too if you want to add like a more kind of rustic touch to any piece. I'm going to be using paint for that, so I cut the flower with my Cricut Maker, but I'm going to be removing like the flower instead of all of the vinyl that is around the flower. Hope that makes sense. Once I remove that, I'm going to add the transfer tape on top of my flower, and then I'm going to be removing the back part. This is how you can use any vinyl or any project that you did as a stencil. Next, I'm going to be adding these on top of the piece of wood that I just did, and I'm going to start painting. And I'm going to be using the same color that I used in the first project, these clay color that I mixed. And I'm going to be adding these with a sponge to make it look a little bit rustic. And once the paint dries, I can remove all of the vinyl that I have left. Once I remove all of the vinyl, this is how the flower looks on the wood, and I really like how this project turned out. It's super cool and different, and it's another idea that you can do to create any project. For the third project, I'm basically going to be doing the same thing that I did in the first one, but this one is a lot bigger. I'm going to be using these canvas frame that I get from Five Below. They come in a set of 2 for only $5. So I'm going to be using these. I'm going to paint the wood with the special walnut stain. I'm going to paint it outside and then just let it dry. I like to use these type of canvases to make all of my signs because for me it's one of the easiest and most inexpensive ways to do all of my wall art pieces. Next, I'm going to be painting the canvas fabric, and for that I'm going to be using my Rolly chalk paint in moss color. I am obsessed with this color. I think it works perfect now for spring, for summer, and it's so beautiful. So I'm going to give it 2 coats of paint to my canvas fabric, and once it is dry, like I did in the first project, I'm going to be cutting all of the edges that are fold. Next, I just have to add the canvas fabric on the back side of the wood frame. I'm going to be sticking that with staples and then making sure the canvas looks super straight. On my Cricut Designs page, I write better together. I select the type of font that I want for this project. I adjust the size and then I just have to cut it. I'm going to select the material that is going to be this beautiful vinyl in clay color, and I really like this color. I'm always using like white vinyl, but this one is a little bit different, and I just love it. Once I cut these on my Cricut Maker, I'm going to be removing all of the vinyl that I don't need from my letters. Then I just have to add the transfer tape on top of the decal, and from there you just have to stick it on any piece that you're working with, any piece of wood, plastic, whatever that you're using to create your DIYs. I'm going to add mine to this canvas fabric. I'm going to measure, making sure that it's super straight, and that's gonna be all for this project. Now it is time to put all of my pieces together. I'm going to be adding some drawing pins on the wall just to add the wall art pieces that I did. I'm going to put the 3 ones that I made, and in the other side I'm going to be adding this piece. I add a popsicle stick on the back side to be able to hang these on the wall, and this is how all of my decor pieces looks like on this wall. I really like it. I think it looks amazing. I was able to decorate my whole wall using my Cricut and these wooden frames, and I really love how this project turned out. It was so simple, so easy, and so fast using my Cricut Maker, and I just hope that you can get inspired by these ideas. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video. Remember to follow me on all my social media pages. Make sure that you check the links in the description box. I have my Cricut.com link and the last video that we just post on my other channel, Jazomy home. And thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.